Hi guys, welcome back to a second video tutorial showing you how to rename and move files in Git. In the previous video I showed you how to rename files using Git's move command and also how to take advantage of the git add command to stage that rename for commit. In this video I'm going to show you how to rename a file and back out this change from the staging area. In other words, I'll show you what to do in case you're doing a file renaming and eventually you decide that the rename is unwanted or unnecessary. Right, so let's go into root repository and run an ls. And suppose in this case we want to rename repo.txt, and let's type in git move repo.txt new repo.text. Before pressing enter, let me just reiterate that the goal here is to rename this file and afterwards back out from this change. So let's press enter now and let's do an ls. As you can see here, repo.txt has been renamed to new repo.txt. So let's do a git status and see what we have. As you can see in the standard output, the rename file has been staged. I won't go into this because you've already seen this standard output in the previous video. So let's say now we decide that the chosen file name sounds silly, or that we no longer need the rename, or for whatever reason this renaming is no longer wanted. And now we want to back out from this change. As a head note here, please be careful. Don't be tempted to do a reset to unstage the file as shown here, because Git allows you to do this in a much easier way. So one option would be you could simply rename it back like you did a minute ago. So like we have done here, but reverse the two parameters. Well, let's do this just to show you. Git move repo.txt to repo.txt. Right. In case you forgot the name of the original file, don't worry. Git will give it here in the standard output of the move command. Right, so let's run this and run an ls. As you can see, the file has been changed back to repo.txt at the file system level. So let's now do a git status. And as you can see, there's nothing to commit. The working directory is clean. And we backed out from the change, nice and clean. It's basically as this renaming operation never occurred, which is nice. Right, let's now try to take advantage of another utility of the git move command. Because move stands for move, as you can imagine, mv can also be used in moving files to or from other directories inside your Git repository. Let me clear the screen and let's do an ls. And let's say we would like to move newRepo1.txt to another directory. In this case, let's move it to level 1. Right. So let's go ahead and do that. Git move repo.txt move it to level 1. Right, let's run it. And ls, as you can see, the new repo1.txt is no longer in the root directory. Let's cd into level 1 nonetheless, and as you can see here, newRepo.txt lies in the level 1 directory. Right, so the file has been successfully moved. Let's now check the file status in Git status. Let's press enter, and as you can see here, Git shows that the file has been renamed. It momentarily lies in the staging area, and we can now proceed in committing this change as long as we're happy with it. So let's type in git commit -m, and let's say moving this file from root to level 1. Right, let's press enter, and as you can see here, the file has now been committed. Right, so now let's repeat the same procedure with the move bash command as shown in the previous video. So this time we'll cite git. Let's run ls here, and let's say we want to move this file, newRepo.txt, back to the root directory. So let's type in bash. First, let's make sure we're in level 1, and as you can see, we're in level 1, right? Now let's type move newRepo.txt ... So in case you're wondering what happened here, remember that in tutorial 4 I told you that when you run a cd ... it will move you to a directory above the current one. So better said, to the parent directory. In this case, if we use the move command like this, we basically tell it to move the file newRepo.txt to a directory above the current one. So let's run an ls after we press enter. ls, as you can see, repo1.txt is no longer here. Let's cd back to the root and run an ls here. And as you can see, newRepo1.txt has been moved back to the root directory. Right, let's now run a git status command, and as you can see here, Git doesn't really recognize this change. Git sees that we have deleted the file and we have created a new one. Well, that's how abstract things are when you do operations to the repository outside Git. Like before, let's use git add -A command and run this. And now let's run a git status again and see what happened. As you can see, now Git sees that the file has been renamed, or in this case moved, to the root directory. So from level 1 here to the root directory. It doesn't show the root directory, but we can infer from that it now lies inside the root directory. Right, so now the file is in the staging area. We are good to go to commit the file. -m, and let's say moving newRepo1.txt back to the root. Right, let's press enter, and there you go. This has been committed. Let's run a git status, and as you can see here, the working directory is clean. And there you go. I hope by now you have a comprehensive view of how to rename and move files inside your Git repository. I hope this was useful. If you have any questions, make sure you address them in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.